What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and today I'm reviewing the Off-White Nike Blazer Mid Grim Reaper. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't yet. Also make sure to give me a follow on Instagram and on Twitter at @RealSethFowler. But really quick, before we jump into things, I want to give a huge thank you to the sponsor of today's video, StockX. Ever since it launched, StockX has been my go-to for all my sneaker buying and selling needs. The reason StockX is the first place that I go to whenever I miss out on a release or want to buy a shoe early or just want to buy a grail that I never got a chance to grab is because in this current sneaker market, when there are so many sneakers that are out there that are not authentic and just flat out fake, every product that you buy on StockX, whether it's a pair of shoes, some streetwear, or even a watch, is guaranteed to be authentic. Now obviously the only way to 100% truly authenticate a sneaker is to actually have it in hand and get a chance to look at all the different parts of the shoe. And that's why StockX is so great, because every item that's actually bought through StockX is actually sent from the seller directly to StockX before it's shipped off to the buyer, and that allows the experts over at StockX to actually get the item in hand to guarantee that it is in fact authentic. And every time you buy an item off StockX, you get this little green StockX tag that just shows that it's actually been through their warehouse and been checked over by one of their experts. The other reason I love StockX is because they make it so easy to sell your new items. If, for example, I wanted to sell this brand new pair of Off-White Nike Blazers, which of course I wouldn't because I literally just bought it, but if I did, I would go to the StockX app and then look up the item that I wanted to sell. From there, you can see exactly how the shoe is sold over the last couple days, so you can make the decision about how much you want to list it for, and then when you decide to actually sell your item, you can list it for whatever price you're willing to get for it, or if you want to be cashed out quick, you can take the highest available bid. Whether I'm buying shoes or selling shoes, StockX is always the first place that I go. So if you'd like to check out StockX for yourself or even check out the current resale price of this pair of Off-White Nike Blazers, make sure to click the link in the top of the description. But with all of that out of the way, let's jump right into the video. Since Virgil Abloh and Nike first released the 10 in 2017, Off-White and Nike collaborations have been a force when it comes to sneaker hype. One of the original 10 sneakers that dropped in 2017 was the Off-White Nike Blazer. Since its initial release in the white and black colorway, we've had 3 additional colorways come out. 2 of those colorways dropped on October 3rd in sort of a Halloween theme called the Spooky Pack. There was a tan and orange colorway called the All Hallows Eve colorway, which is rumored to be a little bit more limited. And then of course there was the Grim Reaper colorway, which I've got here today. The actual construction of the Grim Reaper Off-White Blazer is pretty much exactly the same as all the other Off-White Blazers that have released. The only real difference, obviously, is the colorway. Starting off around the toe of the shoe, you've got your signature rubber toe cap in black. Just beneath that, you've got this clear plasticky mesh, which actually has been utilized on a lot of Nike sneakers recently. Not only is it on other Off-White Nike sneakers, but it can also be found on the Nike React Element 87. This mesh is backed by a much thicker black fabric mesh. That gives the upper more structure and also helps to stop this plasticky mesh from rubbing against your foot. Continuing up the sides of the tongue, you've actually got these nice black suede accents which actually house the lace eyelets. As you can tell, running through the lace eyelets, you've got these flat black laces. And of course, just like the other Off-White sneakers, you've got the word shoelaces in quotation mark printed on the end of them. If you're not in love with these black laces, the shoe also comes with white laces with shoelaces written in orange. Beneath the laces, you've got this black nylon feeling tongue. Nearing the top of the tongue, you've got this double stitching in orange, which actually accents the shoe really nicely. As with a lot of the other Off-White sneakers in the collection, they've actually moved the Nike tab from the top of the tongue to the side. At the very top of the tongue, you've got this unfinished edge which exposes the foam cushioning underneath. Inside the shoe, you've got a standard black mesh sock liner. The insole of the shoe comes in black as well, except with the Off-White and the 10 branding printed in white on the heel. As for the actual fit of the shoe, the Off-White Nike Blazer Mid does seem to fit true to size. When I tried this pair on, it fit great. I had no complaints. The only thing that I would suggest is that if you've never tried on a pair of Nike Blazers before, go down to your local sneaker store, try a pair on before you shell out the money on this pair. Continuing back on the lateral side of the shoe, you get more of that clear plastic mesh, whereas on the medial side of the shoe you get more of that nice black suede that eventually turns into black leather. Right in the middle of the midfoot on both sides, you've got this bright white Nike Swoosh. It's actually a pretty thick piece of rubber that's actually glued on and wraps all the way around the shoe. This is one of the Off-White Blazer's signature details because it sort of spills over onto the midsole, and if you look really closely at the midfoot on both the lateral and the medial side, you can actually see the stitching holes where the Nike Swoosh would usually be attached. Continuing back on the lateral side, you get to this black leather panel that's attached attached with this black exposed stitching. And of course, attached near the back of the Nike Swoosh, you've got the signature off-white neon orange tab. Continuing around to the medial side of the shoe, you've got your signature off-white paragraph printed in white on the midfoot. This time around, the paragraph reads, "Off-white for Nike, Nike Blazer Mid, Beaverton, Oregon, USA, C, 1972. As I mentioned before, if you look very closely, you can see all the little holes where the Nike Swoosh and some other stitching details would usually go. Moving around to the heel of the sneaker, near the top of the ankle, you've got this suede accent with the word Nike debossed into it. Around the edge of this suede accent, you've got more unfinished edges that show some of that exposed foam. And on the back of the heel, you've got this hard black heel counter, which I assume would usually be covered up with some kind of material. Of course, with the off-white collection having that sort of prototype look, it's left exposed. It's also got some letters and numbers printed onto it. I think it has something to do with like fall 2018 and then maybe the size. I'm not 100% sure. Moving down the shoe, you get to this black rubber midsole, which is reinforced around the toe. And then finally moving to the bottom of the shoe, you've got your black herringbone blazer outsole. Overall, the Grim Reaper off-white blazer is one of my favorite in the entire collection. I'm gonna be honest, when I saw the All Hallows Eve colorway in hand, I kind of started to prefer that colorway to this colorway, and it was actually after I ordered this pair, so you know, it is what it is. But I still love this colorway regardless. I'm definitely gonna rock it, and black shows a lot less wear than tan will after a couple months. If you're trying to grab a pair of these for yourself, obviously they sold out on release day. Your best bet is to check out StockX by clicking the link in the description below, because honestly, they do have the best resale prices available. But that about wraps up the review for today. I'd love to know your thoughts on the off-white Nike blazer and whether you're planning to grab a pair for yourself for resale or whether you got lucky on release day. So make sure to leave those comments in the comment section down below. Don't forget to check out StockX in the link in the description below. Whether you're looking to buy sneakers or sell sneakers, that's definitely the best place to go. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe down below if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.